what's going on? So today you are with your girl, holistic chef, culinary nutritionist, Keisha Luke. And guess what we're doing? Yep, you named it. We're going grocery shopping, y'all. Welcome to my world. Let me tell you, I love it. Especially, I love fall. And I'll tell you why. Pumpkin season. Let me tell you, you can make some amazing recipes with pumpkins. You can make some awesomeness, okay? Whether it's pumpkins, whether it's other root vegetables like sweet potatoes, yams, what's one of my favorites? Squash. Oh my goodness. Whether it's from soups to stews to pies. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, check this out. I love it. Pumpkin season already. Check that out. Ooh, and a little bee. We're going to go away from that. So, all right. We are going to go into the grocery store and we are going to shop on a budget today. I'm going to show you all how to stay healthy, be healthy if you aren't and you want to get there, and how we are going to shop on a budget, because I believe that being healthy or staying healthy does not have to be expensive at all. Alrighty? So let's begin. Check it out. So I'm all here. I'm excited. Hi. I love this. Okay, y'all. So here we are in the grocery store, okay? I'm making my way around. Now, I'm going to show everybody, because I think whole food nutrition is very important that we understand what we are putting into our bodies, okay? And how things are working in our metabolism. That's very important. So, of course, you have, your salad bars and things like that, your pre-made foods and stuff, right? So, take a look. Okay. And then we're getting to my favorite parts, the fruits and the vegetables. Look at that. My fresh pineapple. Love pineapples. You have your mushrooms. These are absolutely awesome. So I just want to actually show you guys something. When it comes to, for instance, fresh shiitake mushrooms, love them. They are part of mushrooms, along with portobello. Okay. Also part of shaga, so you have, okay, alrighty, so you have reishi, you have shiitake, you have your portobellos. A lot of these mushrooms, they actually don't grow beside a potty. They actually grow on trees, okay? And these are a lot of the healing mushrooms, so that's why I love to use them. They also have amazing flavor to it, and as well, as we said, the healing properties, okay? So as you can see, I'm kind of on the periphery of the grocery store here, all right? So if you can see all of that, so we have our avocados, we have our tomatoes, all of these things. Something to keep in mind that's very important is when you are shopping, the peripheries, if you notice, are going to be very important, and we're going to walk around, okay? I'm going to show you everything here. And the reason why is you'll notice that if you have all of your fresh fruits and vegetables all on the outside, okay, the periphery of a supermarket. This is kind of your general supermarkets. I'm not going to say everywhere, but here in Toronto, okay, this is kind of what it looks like. And this is actually kind of the basic layout. Hi, Colleen, how are you? I'm excellent. And I have my friend here, Colleen. I'm just doing a live video. Say hi, everybody.
Really? Hi, everybody. Have a nice day.
Yes. So I'm just showing them how to grocery shop. Yes. So, and of course, you always want to make friends with the people within the stores, because let me tell you, they hook you up with like some of the best and the freshest things ever, okay? So trust me when I tell you that. This is my favorite. So let me tell you, this is my Land of Oz right here, okay? This is fall season, baby. Check that out. So of course we have the corn. You can't necessarily eat this. I tried. Nearly broke my teeth. You have your pumpkins, you have your squash, you have all of that. Okay, so first and foremost, something to keep in mind before you even get into the grocery store, meal plan, okay? Set yourself up. Hey, how are you? Good. And all you do, so like I said, set yourself up. Meal plan, very important. So what you'll do, write down whatever menu you want, okay, for the week, and also the ingredients. So have a list of ingredients and then have your menu on one side, right, on one column, and write that all down. Next, key thing, budget. Give yourself a budget, okay? Depending on how many family members that you are feeding, It could be 2, it could be 1, it could be 6. Give yourself a budget, because in that way you can actually kind of, you may go a little bit over, but I mean, at least you say, okay, you know what? This is what I'm looking for. These are the key ingredients, and this is kind of the budget that I'm looking for, because then it'll also help week to week, right? Because then what you can do is always switch up maybe 1 or 2 ingredients or a few ingredients, and at least you know that kind of you're still within that same budget, okay? 3, something that's very, very, very important. Have a list. Never forget, okay? Lists keep you organized somewhat. At least if you know that you have a list, you've gotten everything that you need to prepare your meals. If you go outside of your list, then that's on you. Can't help you there, okay? But it does help you to stay organized. So keep your lists handy at all times. I have mine. And also, flyers are great. I want to show you all of this, right? So get yourself a flyer. That's very, very important. Every grocery store, they usually send it out about a week before, so a couple days before. So even while you're at home, you can actually sit down, prepare your list, all of that, and start circling on your flyers what is it that you need, because there's a lot of great specials that are happening and stuff. So I'm saying shop with your list, shop with the flyer as well, so then at least you know that, hey, you're saving money, you're getting things on special, okay? Alrighty, so we are gonna take you around and let's get shopping. So of course we have our oils. So we're always looking at our phytonutrients and our macronutrients. So again, macronutrients, we're looking at our fats, carbs, proteins. Okay, those are the bigger things. Our phytonutrients, we're looking at more of the smaller things within that. So our minerals, our vitamins, all of those little things, okay, that go into whatever it is. So this I love. This is absolutely one of my favorite spices. Check these out. You have some gluten-free spices here. You have a various amount of spices, okay? Herbs and spices, they are meant to heal the body. Use them. That's why we have them. It's very, very important, all right? I love my spices. So even, you know, we have, let's say, mixed spices together. So you have like a herb and no salt spice, which is awesome. You have your fenugreeks, you have your thymes, you have your fresh herbs, you name it. We have it here. Our garlics, our onion powders, all of that. So use your herbs and spices. And you know, they also have herbs and spices where they're actually infused into one. So you may have, like, for instance, an Italian seasoning, right? Where it'll already have your parsley's, your oreganos, all of that stuff in one. Personally, for me, or like an assortment, or let's say, you know, a fish seasoning or something like that. Personally, for me, when it does come to dry herbs and spices, I do like to buy each one separately, because then you're able to actually adjust the flavors and the taste of a particular herb and or spice in which you want to use. And not only that, I find that depending on what you're cooking, you may not need a particular spice as well. So personally for me, I suggest keeping them separate, because then you can actually change up your flavors and see which ones you love from what you don't love. Right? But again, to each their own. Alrighty, so we are just walking. Now I'm just taking you to the periphery, as I said. See all the boxed meats, the frozen foods here. Okay, and I know, as we always say, you know, your rule of thumb is kind of you shop on the outer areas. Again, there is always, I always call it kind of a food for thought, or there's always a rule, right? A rule to thumb when it comes to those things, right? Because you always want to make sure that you are reading your ingredients. Now, we are also, I'm going to take you around. So as you can see, things are more whole when you're on the outside, right? Besides, of course, you have your boxed meats, you have your frozen seafoods, you have your milk, your dairy ingredients here, and all of that. So you have more of the whole food nutrition on the outer edge, okay? Now, when we get in here, let's go inside. When we go down the aisles now, this changes. All right, so we have, for instance, we have applesauce here, right? So first, let's take a look. So we have apples. Second ingredient, we have glucose, fructose. It's very, very, very important that you take a look at your list of ingredients. I think this is important to look at that, right? Always take a look at your list of ingredients. If you cannot pronounce it, why would you want to put it into your body? If it's a list of like 10 800 things, why would you want to put those things into your body, right? It's very, very important that we understand this, okay? Now, not everything down an aisle is necessarily bad for you, okay? So I want everybody to understand that as well. However, you will start to realize that in ingredients, the very first ingredient that you see, never forget, it goes from more to less, okay? So if you see a first ingredient, if it says sugar, that means that that product contains a lot more sugar. That is the first ingredient, okay? So that is the main ingredient. So keep that in mind as well. That's very important when you are grocery shopping for anything, okay? Then of course, we have our juices. We get into some organic juices and things like that. And even, some of the organic juices and things like that, or just juices, period, you may see the first ingredient as sugar as well, okay? Sugar is sugar, whether it's organic or not. Yes, there are different types of sugars which do different things in the body. It metabolizes differently in the body. But yet again, as I said, sugars are still sugars, right? So just, be mindful of these little things, right? These little tidbits. Of course, you have your teas. We have our cereals. This gets into the sugary cereals and things like that. So this is very interesting. I love doing this. This is my life. Welcome to my world, y'all. So I'm just taking you around. Of course, we have our cashiers. Okay, more so down the aisles as well. So we have our juices, our confectioner, our rice cakes, our chocolates, and all of that. Okay, then we have now here we have our frozen food section. Now it doesn't necessarily mean that everything, all the foods are frozen. So we have, let's say, for instance, frozen peas or frozen carrots and things like that. These are great, especially if you're putting them into, like, let's say soups, or if you're using them in more like pot pies and things like that, or stews. They're quick, they're easy, especially if you are a working business professional. If you are a person on the go, trust me, I get it, I understand. So in terms, simplifying your life is easier. So besides having your list and all of that stuff, some things I would say, go to frozen as well if frozen vegetables are easier for you. Not all the time, because you do still want the freshness, right? You want the nutrients from still the fresh foods, the fresh whole foods. But pick and choose, give and take, right? When it comes to little things like that, especially if you're a person on the go. And hey, if you are a person on the go, that's where I come in, right? Holistic chef, culinary nutritionist, Keisha Luke. It's not just about food, all right? It is about intaking the proper nutrients, vital nutrients, phytonutrients in your foods that actually assist in healing your body, keeping your immune system up, your energy levels up, all of these things, okay? And we do cater for conditions. That's very, very important to know as well. We cater for conditions as well as food allergies, food sensitivities, and also just for you, your particular body and your health and wellness goals. That's important too. We adjust and we cater meals for you. All right, so we are back on the periphery. So we kind of went down the aisles a little, and cheeses, international cheeses, loves. Now, I understand there may be some dairy issues, some milk problems, issues with people's stomachs, things like that. I know for myself, when I was going through my whole 7-year journey of healing my body, cheeses and things like that, like dairy, I completely just cut out of my diet. Now, I'm a huge believer I do intake cheese here and there, but again, a very, very good cheese, and international cheese is one of the best ways to go, okay? Not necessarily the cheeses that we have here. A lot of them, they're garbage. I'm going to be honest with you. It's almost like it's plasticky kind of thing, right? So if you are going to get a cheese, I say, hey, spend the money, get yourself a good cheese, okay? But again, keep on budget. No one's saying that you have to go and spend, hundreds of dollars on a cheese, or let's say, $20 on a cheese, which they can get pretty pricey, let me tell you. Like, look, you can get, a nice fromage, a semi-soft cheese, let's say one of the Olgas, right? $4 and stuff like that, right? So keep your eyes open, and look, there's so many other specials too that happen, right? The artesian cheeses and all these things, and you don't need a lot of it. That's the thing. When you are intaking, again, the proper nutrients, phytonutrients, all of these things, whole food nutrition, right? You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way, okay? So keep in mind with that too. Always check out your flyers. What's going on sale? Little things like these, okay? So love it, love it, love it. And then we have hi. Just live in the grocery store. Actually, I'm gonna give her my card. And then we have our breads, right? So here we have the artesian breads and things like that. So as you can see, we have a bunch of breads here as well, right? Now, I understand a lot of people, you know, if you are gluten-free, if you do eat gluten-free or not, little things, if you can't have eggs and things like that, some of these breads are absolutely amazing because they are made with whole grains. These are things that you want to look for, okay? Whole grains in your bread. So quinoas, let's say even spelt flours, millet. So good, and they're really tasty, okay? Some of them can get really grainy, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I kind of stay away from those things, so what I say is just get the ones that are kind of a little bit more palatable for you and your family. Not everything that's healthy has to also taste like garbage, okay? I truly believe in that. Food should still taste good, okay, when you are in the grocery store. So look out for those things when you are buying certain things. Even with breads, with the flours and stuff like that, you always want to read your ingredients, okay? So there are things that have, let's say, higher levels of sugars or the white flours and stuff like that that may, you know, not be necessarily healthier. Well, they're not healthy for you, but I mean, they may also basically like play a role on your digestive system, right? So those are things that you want to look at. What is it that makes you feel better when you eat it? What makes you feel not so good when you eat it, okay? So yeah, I hope that has been an interesting shopping with me. So I actually have to get to my shopping. So as I just want to recap everything, okay, that we went through. So before you even begin, get meal planning, okay? What is it that you want to eat? Create a menu, have your list of ingredients. Give yourself a budget, all right? How much is it that you want to spend weekly on your meals? Have a list. Stay organized. Lists give you a chance to stay organized and focused on what it is that you want in and out of the grocery store. Look for specials. Get your flyer, okay? If they're not coming to you, contact, I don't know, those flyer people that send it to your house, that mail it to your house. Look for specials, okay? Weekly specials. Sometimes they're even on for 2 weeks and things like that. These are things that you want to look for because they're going to help your shopping experience, okay? And finally, last and not least, get shopping, all right? All the great things. So again, look at the things on the periphery. Look at your whole food nutritions, your whole grains. These are things that you want to get, okay? These are things that you want to intake. Make sure that you are intaking within your body. Why? Like I said, the proper phytonutrients, the minerals, the vitamins, all of these things help to boost your immune system, keep us healthy and keep us going, okay? Keep our energy levels up, especially, like I said, my working professionals, all of that, your stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad. We all need energy. Doesn't matter what we're doing, right? So let's keep our bodies healthy. So I'm gonna continue my day in shopping. I hope this was a fantastic experience for you as it was for me. And I want to say thank you to everybody. It has been a pleasure. And welcome to my beautiful world of food. So I'm gonna get shopping. Love, 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 love. Love you all. And until next week, Tuesdays. So every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 o'clock. Make sure you hit up Keisha Luke at Nutrition and Catering. Like and share our page, okay? For any of your food needs, catering needs, meal services as well. I have my weekly meal services. If you are interested, contact me. Check out my website at the top there, okay? www.keishaluke.com. You were with your holistic chef, culinary nutritionist, Keisha Luke. Have a great, great gobble weekend, everybody. Get your turkeys, get your stuffing ready to go. Use your root vegetables, make some awesome stuffing, and enjoy. I will catch you all next week. I will be heading to New York City. So until then, peace and love. Take care. Bye.